All right, guys, so we're going to be replacing this air intake hose right here because it has a dry rot, and it's cracked here under the pressure and the weight, as you can tell. And yeah, that's not good. It's coming off the throttle body there. And you know, there's a lot of flex here in this air box and this unit with these intake hoses. But we've got the replacement part. Now, keep in mind, this is a 3rd gen 4Runner, but this part differs if you have an 01 and an 02. There's a larger hole here, a larger opening. And yeah, so don't get the wrong part, make sure you get the right one. This part is specific for a 2000 3rd gen 4Runner. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to do this the easy way and remove as little as I possibly can. So we're gonna start here at this top hose clamp, and we're gonna loosen this guy up quite a bit. I don't wanna take it all the way out, but as you can see, the bolt is threaded here. I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna leave it right there. Now we're gonna get this bottom screw right here. You can see it right there. And that's the 2nd clamp location on my intake hose. I put my finger on the bottom here as I thread these out, and that just gives me a gauge of how much room I have. It's kind of a good tip to do, just because you don't want to loosen it all the way out. That just causes more of a hassle, really. So, all right, so I've got both of those loose. And now what we're gonna do is take this out here. Now we're gonna see if we can't apply some pressure to get this off here and kind of compress I'm compressing this hose towards me, and my goal is to remove this up. There we go. So that came out real easily, and yeah, as you can see, totally dry rotted, totally cracked. All right, so while you have this hose off, if you do happen to ever replace it like me, now's a good time to check your throttle body. Yeah, I try to maintenance mine and keep it clean, and as you can see, I think things are looking pretty good in there. So we're gonna go ahead and feel confident putting this intake hose back on. Now, one thing I noticed when I got the new part out of the bag is that it already has this part in it. So as you can see, we won't need it, and we're gonna go ahead and take this one out of that hose. So what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit. We're gonna put that in last. We're gonna have to repeat the process of taking this out. So again, we have this hose here that we can compress back towards our body, and we're gonna put this side on first, and you'll see this notch in the hose goes into this tab here on the receiving end, and then you can also see this notch with an arrow pointing up will go on that tab on the throttle body. So pretty self-explanatory, and let's go ahead and see if we can't repeat the process and get this put on. And actually, one thing I've noticed here is I have put this on the wrong way. I need to flip this around because it interferes with the body there of that part. So there we go. Let's flip that around. That's going to work better now. All right. So I'm going to get my hand underneath and pull with some pressure, some force towards me. Okay. We need to do a little navigating here. We are almost there. It's just getting caught up on the bottom of this tube here. There we go. Just massage it back into place, pushing on it. I don't know if you could tell, but I took my hand here and just pushed and kind of wiggled this back into place there. We need to get this back on to that throttle body there. And it is proving to be just a little stubborn at the moment. Probably need to lift and twist. There we go. What was happening is it just had too much pressure on it coming downward. So all right, so before I clamp everything on, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to look down into these areas and make sure I have it properly seated all the way across that receiving end. You can see here that this hose is in fact pushed all the way up and properly on its receiving end. So looks like it might be a little bit far, pushed in a little bit far here. So I'm probably gonna pull it back just a little bit, check it again, and then we'll start to snug it down with the screwdriver. All right, we're gonna start with this top one here. One thing I like to do is make certain that these two wires here are even and not getting too close to one another. That way it's applying kind of an equal amount of pressure in 2 points. And I just torque it down until it feels tight. And then the second screw here to tighten this connection down. Same thing here, we're just going to tighten it all the way until it feels like it's getting snug. Yeah, all right, that's good right there. Okay, all right, now we can go ahead and rotate this hose and snug it back in place. And in the meantime, we have this hose right here that upon inspection looks like we've got some dry cracking going on. So this hose, I'm now gonna go source online for a replacement since it's cracking there. It doesn't look like it's causing me any problems at the time, but I'd rather go ahead and just replace it, have peace of mind that I got a fresh hose on there. So this job is done. We have successfully replaced this air intake hose with some fresh rubber and a fresh hose. Don't have to worry about a crack or a leak in that area, and we can have some more peace of mind with our 3rd gen 4Runner.